All right, Lowe's 1890, customer Stancil. I want to kind of give you a real quick look at where we're at with the customer's progress here. Basically, we have stock that is coming to jump the gap up there at the top. The stock originally was a brown color, and the customer for sure wants it to be white. So they took all that back to the store today to get that changed to a white stock instead of a brown stock. Now, that's the bottom moldings here would be light rail moldings. Customer had those as well. They were in a brown, cocoa brown stock. They decided to go ahead and go with white on those as well, just because the floors and everything are gray, the bases are gray. They didn't want to introduce another color. Now, take a look over here. The cabinets above the refrigerator, that's about a 4-inch, 5-inch spot. We got another board in here that we're going to put in there to build that down, build that look in, make it look a little built in there above the refrigerator. We'll do that when we come back. Put our light rails and stuff on the bottoms. The customer has an OTR installation for this. He's got to have some duct work done. Take a look right here. It is a 6-inch duct, 6-inch round hard pipe duct. It is not exactly center. It's a little bit to the left of center for where that's going to go. So make sure that when we get the transition pieces for the microwave, that you have a semi-rigid pipe, 6-inch semi-rigid, that you can actually move over just a little bit and be able to put that on that pipe. Customer is also going to be adding an electrical receptacle there himself. He's going to put that in, and then down here below, he's going to add one for the stove to have 110 volts for the igniter and the clock on the stove. Now, over here on the left-hand side, we've got all the cabinets in place, no problems, but we do not have any toe kicks or quarter round. We just simply ran out of time. We'll do that when we come back with the other piece of countertops and the molding packages that are coming in. He went ahead and had us put his old countertop up here to where he can have a sink. He's going to plumb all that up. Center line of the window is still the same, so he's going to plug all that up to where he can have a sink working, where he can use his kitchen. Come around this corner here, all the cabinets are in, and then we have this. We have a BD39-3 that's missing. Now, the one that's missing is actually this end one. It's a all plywood construction flushed in cabinet, but the one that's here, we slid down to where we could do the measuring for the countertops, and when we put a pole in, 39-inch pole in, to make that space. So that's the reason it looks like this. That cabinet's not the actual cabinet that's missing. It's this cabinet here that slides down, and then there's another BD.3 flushed in cabinet that goes here on the end. All right, so one last thing. We called in earlier today, talked about actually cutting all the cabinets down. If you take a look up here, the ceiling height, there's only 2.5 inches here. It goes to 2 1/4 in the back. Comes around to 3 almost here, and right at 3 right here on this side. So the ceiling actually drops quite a bit from one side of the room to the other. Now, with the combination of the ceiling as well as the floor, if you look there at the shimming that's done underneath those cabinets, the floors drop about 3/4 of an inch to the inside corner. With that being said, the only way to use this box, which is 18 inches tall, and have 1.5 inch countertop underneath them would be to cut every one of these cabinets down 1 inch, which would make it much shorter than the stove height. And it would make it much shorter than the normal height of the cabinets. So customer decided, look, if this is all a problem, I'm just going to take that cabinet box out and put everything else in standard, and they're going to keep the cabinet box. So that's no big deal. We are going to skin the end of this to make it flush, the same as what the bottom one is. But that is a modification that we called in today. They made a change after we called in, and it is in line with the stock countertop that they'd already ordered as well, which means there's no changes on the stock countertop that's already waiting to be cut. Pretty much that's it. So we have a full day to come back and finish. We have a full day to complete the moldings, to put the countertops on, and it'll take every bit of 8 hours, maybe 10 hours to do that. If you have any questions at all about this job, feel free to give me a call at 423-650-1051. Thank you very much. Have a good day.